Hello viewers, Silent Service here, back with another NavalArt live stream. So, you are just about to, well, hopefully just about to, it's dependent on what ship I had last selected, but you might be getting a view of the battle cruiser in which the last episode ended off with building. Come on, NavalArt! Please note, viewers, being stuck on the loading screen, starting on the loading screen was intended, but the being stuck on it wasn't intended. No, you're actually seeing a variation of it, which I just thought would be fun to make and is not a part of the challenge. I'll get the actual version up with the guns and everything. Well, yeah, the normal guns, AA stuff and everything. Like, this one that's coming up here is just an experimental version that I thought I would add in quad guns for, and only turned out I could do twins. But yeah, I'll be deleting that thing soon enough. But the battlecruiser class now actually has a name. The Revolt class battlecruisers, which I've got Revolt, Rebellion, and Revolution as names currently, and I'm just thinking of names for the others of the class, but yeah. I kept the guns, most of the guns the same. I've added in anti-aircraft in the form of quad bofers, and I still need to finish off with that. I've got in an aircraft catapult here, which is at this angle so that it can actually fit where I put it, but that's a whole nother story. I've added Renault torpedoes to the stern, and I decided that the superstructure bits I was doing here is going to be non-existent, and so I just did more secondaries. The speed of this thing I will actually go and show you after sorting out the anti-aircraft, more of the anti-aircraft weaponry. So, and also in between now and the last episode, NavalArt did have a minor hotfix update, which also makes going through your ships a lot easier. I could fit thunderbolts there, can't I? Hold on a sec, let me select in a way that... Yeah, I can fit some thunderbolts there and there. You know what? As they're light AA, they're not really going to have any armor on it at all. For those of you viewers wondering how AA gunners are going to get to these places, yeah, I'm going to need to add in a hatch. Hold on. Yep. Deck hat. Oh, God. Undo that. Oh, God. There we go. Deck hatch. Wait, no, it should be at ground level. Whoops. But yeah, the AA gun crews, when they are needed for these guns, have to climb up and go through the deck hatch here. And then just imagine there's ladder systems here on this barbette bit for the air gunners to go down. Oh, viewers, another thing as well, we will not be having the presence of OP for a short while. I'm not going to explain the reasons why, but we will not be having him here for a short while. But please note, it's not because our friendship's currently on a down part. No, it's not that. But yeah, he won't be here for a while. Right, so any more areas where I could add in the occasional light AA? Oh yeah, I made it. This thing has two masts. A mast on the stern here with radar, and this small mast here with radar. Which this stern mast is just to account for the radar blind spot. But I could actually fit in some thunderbolts at the front here as well, and that is exactly what I am going to do. But yeah, this is the Revolt class battle cruisers, which as you can see, I did try and build a superstructure base for it. When questionable at best. Right. So we're now going to begin this testing, quick testing. I just want to check though, is the angle that I put the flight deck at, well, the catapult at, going to be any problems for our launching? Okay. If the aircraft had any larger of a wingspan, it would have hit the smokestack, or I think it already has hit the smokestack. We won't question it. Nor will we question the fact that the catapult is now moving away from where it's supposed to be! No, it's taking the long way. Okay. But yeah, these things can easily hit 38 knots. Which I'm going to say is the max speed of this thing. And we don't have OP here, so he can't enforce speed restrictions. Which is really the only thing I break here, speed restrictions. But yeah, max speed and speed trials is 38. I'm gonna rate her for 38.5, although she can go slightly faster. No, actually, in the official record, rate her 37, and then maybe any enemies who should have similar speed would be quite surprised when this thing is getting away because it's a knot faster than they are. But yeah, what I'm also going to do, viewers, is something that I'm going to bring the other designs through as well at some point. A test to see how well it does against one of my better designs. In terms of how the design was made and everything. No. it's in normal battle because I went through the complicated coding to do this. But I hope NavalArt viewers, if I mentioned it, well, shown it a few times before, would remember the Dragon Prize. Well, yeah, this is an edited version of Dragon Prize that I did, which is a lot more powerful. Please note, those shells hitting are just the rangefinders. Only one AA gun destroyed us right now, and we've done minor damage to Dragon Prize. Why aren't my main guns firing? There we go. Okay, I've had a brief audio problem. One thing I'm actually thinking about doing is going back over the Dragon Prize design at some point really soon. Definitely not because I'm going to use it in the fleet building challenge. Get the renounce out, get the renounce out, get the renounce out. Right, I want to move my back. Okay. And so against a very heavy cruiser, my ship can almost kill it before being killed. Hold on a sec, are these torps gonna hit? Yeah, they are. Oh, and if they have good torpedo crews, their torpedoes will also hit, ensuring that the Dragon Prize's victory is fuck. What is the type of victory where where one side wins but ends off worse than the other? Someone in the comments will figure out for me what it is again. Okay, now that's done. Time for a new design. This is going to be a battleship design this time, not a battle cruiser like this thing here is. Which do you think he would be mad at me if I use this? Viewers, do you think he'll be mad at me if I use his envy against him? I think he will be. So I'm going to do the great thing and not use it against him. What I am going to do though is use a ship here from these presets, and then do my own edits to them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a Takao class and edit that, because remember, in this roleplay, my nation has taken over Japan. Well, won a war against Japan and then put a different government in control. And so that means that we also took their ships. Like, we took their capital ships as well. And so, great excuse for me to have a Takao class here right now. Edited, of course. Sorry, it's just coffee I'm having going down the wrong. Like, you know when drinks go down like the wrong hole? That's what I'm going through right now. So, first thing out of the edits is going to be that the main guns, they are not going to be staying like this. The main guns are going to be changed from the Japanese, I mean, guns that are there. As I'm using loopholes here again, OP said that we're supposed to build our own hulls, but it's not on the rules for us to build, that we have to build our own hulls. And so I'm using him not enforcing it as a disqualifiable rule for me using this thing. Just like the exact reason why I carried on using the Revolt. Back. I could maybe I could retrofit it with 2 quad 305s. Hold on a sec. I'll put a bunch of guns I'm going to put into consideration on putting on this thing. Just at random places here. These, but in a dual superimposed layout. No, actually, no. 305 guns, no. 12-inch guns, that's the heavy side of a heavy cruiser, but possibilities are endless. I'm gonna keep OP's 305 rapid fire there as a possibility. .280 guns, so 11-inch, but they're like Deutschland guns. Those ones, or more specifically. The 888 Mark. Well, no, actually, for those particular ones, I would more than likely go with the I'd more than likely go with OP's version if I go with those ones. Those are like multicolor guns or something, I think. 6-inch I'm not going to use. Dual versions of the... Yeah, I could use dual versions of the Des Moines. Put them up on the possible use. These things are going to be put on this ship because historically Hood actually had these in the time So these were a thing in the time period that we're basing this in, so I'm going to use these. Right. What other considerations? Too modern, but... No, not using depth charges. No, that would be too crazy. 14-inch guns, no. No, not any of the FU Washington Naval Treaty guns. No, too modern. No. Fuck. I could go triple Des Moines. Leave that as a possibility as well. I'm not going to be putting Renault on this thing. Triple 9.2s, possibility. No, actually, the dual variant of those. Please note this is currently just as a think of what guns to put on this Takao class. No, actually, is the Targo actually a Takao? Or was I getting the class wrong? Like, I'm gonna look up IGN Targo and see what class it actually was of. Targo. Yeah, I was right. It is a Takao class, so no viewers in the comments will be shouting at me of like, "Oh, silent! It's not a Takao class. It's this insert a random Japanese cruiser class." And I have decided on what guns I'm going to use. I'm going to use the dual 9.2-inch British guns. Because I'm British! It's British guns or no guns. For me, at least. Right. Now move that back and that back. But because of the 9.2-inch guns, this cannot stay as a tripod arrangement with the original guns it had. But not to worry, because there is a marvelous thing I could put in here to keep some sort of a tripod layout here, called a gearing gun. I just need to shift this stuff back a bit. And I, at this point, would like to apologise to the creator of this original preset for ruining his design. But I'd actually like to credit him as well for making a really good hull and going through all the effort to make a hull accurate and stuff. But then again, this is one of the preset ship here. The stern is the 9.2 inches. The stern's only going to have one 9.2 inch gun on it, but that's because of there's not any room for two on the stern. But yeah, I'm also going to add actual scout aircraft now to this, and because unfortunately there are no British aircraft here, they should really change that. I'm going to put these E-13s on here and just say, we've taken them off Japan as well. We took one of their greatest heavy cruiser designs. We've also taken a great float plane design. But at least in the game, great. I don't know how effective they actually were in real life. But yeah, thing is with Atago here, well, the representation of her class, I'm going to put it in the roleplay that she's the only one of her class to survive the war between my nation and Japan, and so that's why she's the only one that got converted. It saves me having to fully be shouted at by OP for having multiple ships that I didn't make. Well, didn't fully make. There we go. Just back to the blue paint here quickly. You know what, this level here as well to the blue. Well, another good thing about the loophole I'm using, it's too late to say you can't use that loophole because we're so far into the challenge already. Like, I'm 10 episodes in and OP is still not updating his side yet. It's maybe because it's taking him so long to get a single... Well, yeah, then again, he He is more considerate than me about the actual design of the ship. Me, I just designed something very basic, doesn't look all too great, slap a couple of somewhat okay weaponry on it, and call it a day. That's my builds in a nutshell. But in most cases, there are obvious cases like the Revolt class recently, where I have done differently. Because, yeah, with the Revolt, I at least attempted at a superstructure, although not the greatest. I still attempted. But we all gotta start from somewhere. And my somewhere on superstructure, on proper superstructure building, is the Revolts. I will eventually get better, but it's eventually. It's not guitar. I don't get it very quickly. Right. Oh god, I got "Take Me Out" by Franz Ferdinand stuck in my head now for some reason. Maybe it's because I've been playing about with it and turned it an octave down and called it a day. Like yeah, I spent way too much time in Audacity recently, taking some songs I like and then editing them quite a bit in terms of like the pitch and everything on them. So if you're lonely, you know I'm here, waiting for you. I'm just a crosshair. I'm just a shot away from you. And if you leave here, you leave me broken, shattered alive. I'm just a crosshair. I'm just a shot, then we can die. Ooh, oh. I'm gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop. And I'm now just hoping that whoever I've said about my band that I need to find a lead singer, I could just direct them to that particular part of the video that just passed and be like, this is why I need to find a designated lead singer for another failed project other than taking the role myself. That, and also the fact I've got quite a lot of writer's block when it comes to writing lyrics currently. I'm now just finding it funny that this is a stream about naval warfare stuff, and I've now gotten to talking about my band. There are worse topics I could have gone off into. Right. Viewers, what I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to be re-grabbing the file for the very great, very wonderful Dragon Prize class, and I'm going to do some edits to that and have that be put into the challenge. And if OP gets mad at that, well, then I can then again pull out the fact we did not make it a bannable, well, a disqualifiable offence. Oh shoot! Something that's supposed to be black is now no longer black. Right. You know, viewers, one thing I've just been thinking about, I might have drastically have thrown off the weight offset of the vessel since its post-capture refit. Like, heavier guns is definitely gonna throw it off. Do I look like I care, though? Oh wait, no, you viewers can't see me. No, I don't. No, not IGN Otago. This is gonna be HFS. Should I keep... I'm gonna keep it as Otago, though, because, I actually like the name Otago for Japanese ships. Like, Otago was one of my favorite names out of the Japanese ships. Okay, how much time do we have on the stream? 24 minutes. And right. So what I'm going to do now, viewers, is I'm going to put you on the standby screen. You all, by this point, already know what the standby screen is, which is my band logo. And no, it's not 24 minutes. It's first... Don't know why I said 24 minutes. Right, so files. Right, we'll be back momentarily. Right click, copy, and then local disk, NavalArt data, and then it's no, it's not localization. Back flags, no. Back. No. No, no. Where is the NavalArt? No. Mod installer? No. Fuck. What file was it again that the ships were in? This one? No, that's the sorted mod pack stuff. Localization. No. No, it's not in flags, so I'm gonna have to paste it into presets. Paste into presets and just then go from there. I'm just gonna check if it actually appears. Yep, it's actually appeared in presets now, so I'm gonna bring you back. Welcome back, viewers, to NavalArt again, fully. Welcome back. So, this is a design I haven't worked on in ages now. The Dragon Prize. So, because they're not of the time period in which the challenge is setting, I'm gonna have to get rid of these, hold on a sec, I first off have to do, Best Dragon Prize. Fleet build version. I spelt version wrong, but who cares? No one. Right, so thing is, because this is a Dragon Prize early form, this thing doesn't have the missiles here yet. Those would be added in late in the modernization challenge. And so this thing would have a more 8-inch guns to her. Because I say I want more 8-inch guns, so I get more 8-inch guns. Although, yeah, this version of Dragon Prize is definitely going to have the same... No, actually, it's not going to have the same hiccup as the... It is, actually, of the you can't fire directly astern with the main guns. Like, that's a relegated fate that the Dragon Prizes have, with that, their 8-inch guns cannot fire completely backwards. And so it means that that enemies, if they want to sink the ships, could just easily go from the stern and sink them. No problems, really. But here's a massive but. You know what, actually? This version of Dragon Prize has the... no, it would still have the fatal... yeah, I'll just keep the fatal flaw. I'll just keep the fatal flaw, I don't care. Although, I'm going to be doing a complete secondary gun change. Like, secondary guns are no longer going to be these 5-inch guns, and the secondary guns I choose are going to be on superimposed. Something going wrong with my headphones. Something's going wrong with my headphones, I think. I'm going to be doing a complete secondary gun change. Like, secondary guns are no... yeah, right. I've solved my problem now. My connection with these headphones is not great. But yeah, the secondary guns here are going to be changed out from these dual Fletcher 5-inches to something completely different. No, keep those triple... those both as there, and they're not triples. I'm instead going to go with these 130 guns, which aren't 5-inches, they're slightly higher caliber, and much better in terms of their capability. I'm just also thinking it might actually be a tad bit funny if I bringing my meme ship. I'll leave that as a possibility, because you never know, I could bring in the meme ship, which is the Ever Given turned into a battleship. Yes, viewers, I actually did do that. I turned the Ever Given, you know, the cargo ship that blocked the Suez Canal for ages, last year. Well, I've actually found a model of that here in game, on the workshop of course, and I converted that into a battleship. Right. And only those secondaries I just put there are going to be superimposed. The rest are going to have anti-aircraft guns go between them. Or are they? No, actually, I'm going to superimpose them. So, which means I get to move them in close together, actually. Great news. No! How the hell did that move so far forward? I wouldn't know. Right. That inward. Barbette. Another gun. There. Is that inward? Viewers, ever since I started using these guns as secondary / mains, if you're talking about the inspectors, my opinion on them has changed slightly. Only slightly, because, to be honest, I only really like them for their capabilities. I absolutely hate the look of them. Like, they could have done better on the aesthetics department, but they were built to be combat effective and not to look great. Right, I now need to get Thunderbolts back. Quad Thunderbolts, 16mm of armor because they're anti-air guns. No, I didn't order the double click. Well, as you've been seen throughout, viewers, the double-click issues that have been plaguing my mouse have not been fixed and will never be fixed because I found out something. I found out that I broke my mouse, actually. The double-click is because I broke some of the sensors in it. There are worse things, like, I don't know. Breaking bones. Killing someone. And other miscellaneous things. That could be worse. You know what? The stern area here is gonna be, it started off life as just an AA platform. Which also means that one of the 8-inch guns could actually fire rearwards. And no, I can't have those AA guns there because of height restrictions. Well, no, for this one here I could have kept them because this one would be turned, because this one can't really fire superimposed over because it would damage the ship. But yeah, here was originally just filled with anti-aircraft. Which I'm actually going to use gun tubs here. So if you're lonely, you know I'm here waiting for you. No. Right, so AA gun tubs, and then that area there is going to consist of something else. Small caliber AA guns. Although I don't know if they're historically accurate. No. To avoid any problems with historical accuracy, I'm going to just put more of the bofers here. And what armor do they? 16 millimeters. Okay. Whereas those ones have 76. Okay, so for some reason I armored my anti-aircraft with 76. And yet my secondaries are armored with 50. Okay, I don't know how that works, but we'll roll with it, Two 50s on the mains again. And then back to 76. Hold on a sec, could I fit the UP rocket things here? I'm actually going to fit them on other parts of the ship, but not that particular area. That particular area is going to be consistent for other AA gun types, of which I think it's more than likely going to be the dual bofers mounts, like I did for the Hootsin and Blue Tet class. boxes. So yeah, should be no surprise. It should be a surprise to no one that I'm using bofas. Like with my navy, it's kind of like what it was, sort of with the Americans. Bofas or nothing. Well, bofas are more like, fuck, or like, or like, or like, fuck. I can't say it. The guns like the Thunderbolts. There. I'll go with that. If you're wondering how these AA crews get up here, magic. Same with these ones. Same with these ones. Yeah. And then these front guns here can go away, and I can get the UP. No, I use this variation of it. Although, actually, seen as Admiral Bofa's mod pack is one of the better mod packs out there. I said one the better, not one the greatest, but one the better. Like, yeah, if you want a mod pack you can easily rely upon, Admiral Bofa's has got you covered. Well, yeah, Rice Admiral Bofa's got you covered. Or at least that's what Rice Admiral Bofa's is his Discord. Or last checked his Discord tag. Okay, so what I've done with this thing is I've made it slightly more 1950-ish. Like, as 1950s tech is what is the most modern tech we're allowed to use in this challenge. I will need to double check to see I've armored this all correctly, but I just want to get the painting out the way, because that's usually at times on these hulls and stuff the most annoying part for me. But yeah, in the modernization challenge, I'm going back to the edited version and making it more modern, whilst also at the same time keeping in the missiles. As these dragon prizes, like some other classes, although I'm not going to mention which ones yet, are going to have long service lives. Like, in this, my ships are made for long service lives. Like, we build them expecting them to last a while in service. Like, but they literally have to because of the fact that we blow our budget making large vessels like these dragon prizes. So yeah, of course they gotta have long service lives, which also actually increases the cost of them and makes them, and then makes it even longer before the budget recovers. Before oh god, I've just started like a vicious cycle of how my ships, how even pre-dreadnoughts are lasting. Cause yes, actually thinking about it, I remember in the roleplay world that we're in, and all my roleplay worlds really, that my pre-dreadnought design I made, known only as the Longfire class, are still in service. Although their guns have drastically changed from the 12.7 inches they started their life with. Okay. I believe it is now time for me to test this ship. Hold on a second, viewers. There's one other thing I want to add to this as well, but I will wait. Well, yeah, did I remember in this version to add in a nuclear reactor to get the speed up to where it's needed? I don't know, and I'll soon find out. Oh yeah, with this design, unlike what was originally on the actual hull, I did change this thing out to actually have propeller transmission shafts, although I reduced the amount of shafts to 3 shafts. "23 knots. I can't justify 23 knots on these things. What the frick? Saves. HFS. Dragon Prize, edited, fleet build version. There we go, we're back. Thankfully. And yeah, I can't live with that slow of a speed on these things, so add another 500,000 horsepower to this thing. I'm gonna leave it just sitting there for now, because if 500,000 horsepower is gonna propel it too quick, I will then have to change it. So if you're lonely, you know I'm here, waiting for you. I'm just a crosshair. I'm just a shot away from you. And if you leave me... No, leave here. Never mind. I'm just gonna stop attempting to sing. I want these things to go 30 knots. But once is different from actually getting. 30, 32, 33, 33 knots. Not bad. Not bad at all. And the guns, although slow to rotate for obvious reasons, of that these aren't overly that much more. Oh god, there's a gun I need to make adjustments to because it can't rotate. Right, I knew there was at some point gonna be a gun like that. So I'm gonna have to raise this one's bar bet up. Raise higher. Raise higher. Move slightly more forward. Raise higher. Raise higher. Okay, go for the testing again. Okay, so all guns can now rotate, I believe. Yeah, all guns can rotate, although some of them here are obviously blocked because of their placement in the hull, as in like there's an entire superstructure blocking it. Yep, this enemy's float plane, a seagull, is going down. The game still hasn't textured inland properly yet, but yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, so this is going to be the end of the stream view.